Hello everyone, this is Daryl20 and welcome to episode 3 of Daryl20's Mod Packs playthrough of Stoneblock. Checking out a bunch of Civen today. Just wanted to show you guys like the progress that I made. So between episodes what I did is spend a little time preparing to make a nice old sieve. So you can see this happening here, right? I got a 3x3 area of sieving happening. And now that I've sieved up all these things, I should probably just put that all away. So these guys can stay with me, and that's cool. Yeah. So sieved up a bunch of cobblestone and just focused on the iron mesh. Right, and then, or not cobblestone, gravel. And then as I was sieving up the gravel, I, got more iron from that and made more iron mesh, and then got more iron and made more iron mesh, and rapidly got to the point where I can sieve pretty quickly. So the max size you can sieve with is a 5x5, right? Whereas, that's kind of big. I don't know that we need to get that large with it, but a 3x3 is definitely nice because it lets you sieve basically 9 pieces of dust or gravel at a time. So you can see all like the good resources I got out of doing that, right? So I got a good amount of coal. I even got like a decent amount of redstone, even a few diamonds and emeralds. So woot, we already made that progress. Some blaze dust, right? Iron, all kinds of things. So I probably want to consider smelting up some of this. So you can do that, right? Nice. And that'll leave a few extra of you. Let's get some redstone. And let's get a survivalist generator. Does that sound cool? So like a basic survivalist generator, I think just needs like 1 piece of iron, right? And that'll get us like our very intro to intro to intro of power gen. And it'll complete a quest, which is always fun because there's good quest rewards in this pack. Ooh, compressed, what? Compressed nether star block? Are you kidding me? Is that 9 nether stars that I just got? This pack is ridiculous with its rewards, and I love it. That's what's up. I don't even know how to respond that one of my random quest rewards was 9 nether stars. Like, that's super crazy. That's like shenanigans level insane right there. Like, that is cool, man. All right, that's neat. Wow. So nether stars. Who needs to kill the weather when you have 9 nether stars? Okie dokie. Sweet. That I'm... Hold on. Brain resetting from that shenanigans level quest reward. Like, I mean, that's... Like, I'm really glad I was recording that, because, like, imagine if I'd opened that off camera. And I'd be like, hey, my quest reward was 9 nether stars. You guys would be like, in the comments, like, dude, he just cheated in those 9 nether stars. You know it. There's no way he really got 9 nether stars. Nope. I did. I really did. Furnace generator. It burns solid fuels to generate RF. So we want one of those for sure. Because, like, we already have, like, a decent amount of coal going on, and charcoal probably, as a result of all, like, the wood that we can get. So I'm not even going to waste my time with the Survivalist Generator. They're nice when you're, like, scrounging for resources, but we ain't exactly scrounging for resources is what I would say. I would say we have plenty of resources. 9 more nether stars by chance, or something better? Speed upgrade. You know, in any other pack, I'd be like, dude, that speed upgrade is a great reward. In this pack, I'm like, oh, 9 nether stars. Okay. We're not going to dwell on that, though. We're going to dwell on the fact that we now have a furnace generator, which is cool. So we can start, like, generating power and stuff. I like it. So I don't know exactly what we're going to want to jump into power use for just yet, but we have access to obviously all the generators and obviously, solar arrays and reactors, and so like that's all power generation-y type stuff. Mystical agriculture. Do we have access to this now? We totally do. So there's a couple options we could go with, right? So we've got mystical agriculture, which means that we could get into that direction of growing our resources, which is a totally good way to generate resources. There's also, of course, chickens, though, so that's a thing. And technically, oh, by the way, I have a quest completed. I knew there was another quest I completed by mistake, and that was a drawer. Sweet. Hey, a tier 3 chance pendant for chance cubes. Hamar is not here, so no chance cubes for you guys. Sorry, but no, I'm not really sorry. So that's what's up. So we can get, like, drawers. We could technically get into refined storage, it looks like, because that's, controller. I think I need quartz, really, to get into refined storage, right? And quartz is sifted with soul sand, which comes from witch water. I remember you. I remember you being a thing. Witch water. Correct. I remember that. All right, cool. Or we can do chickens. Or we can do, you know, obviously this thing if we wanted to use a decent amount of power to turn sand into it. So there's a few approaches we could get. Hey, Evilcraft is in this pack. Remember we played with that a little bit in Sky Factory? That's cool. But we could totally get into chickens. Can't be bred. So maybe we actually have to go and find chickens in the world to get into the chickens mod. That could be... Chicken, egg, 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 chicken, egg. Okay. We might have to see. So, how do I want to go with this? Like, there's obviously lots of different directions we could go. And technically, because I got another star there, that took us one step closer getting into Project E sooner than later. I'm leaning towards mystical agriculture for, like, the initial start. Which leads me to the initial obvious question of, yeah, we do. That's what's up. Mystical agriculture plus cloche equals yes, please. I like that. And that thing's not terrible to make. We just need, you know, some of that stuff and all those things. So that's really not a hard recipe setup to do. Wow, there's a lot of options we could go for here. But what I'm thinking is, like, we start with the basics of mystical agriculture. So just to be sure, and just to refresh my own memory, because it's been a while since I've done mystical agriculture, but I want to say we sieve sand to get the prosperity shards, which is like the first step of mystical agriculture, right? Prosperity shards come from sieving sand. And in an iron mesh, it's an 8% chance, and in a diamond mesh, it's a 16% chance. So that's not too bad. And you also get, like, a lot of different metals and ancient spores as well, so that if we do want to get into stuff, we can. So sieving sand is probably a good first step. So we don't have to do a ton of sieving. And then just to get our different seeds here is pretty straightforward. If we want to get seeds, what we just need to do is get 4 of a resource. And then combine it with the appropriate crafting seeds. So Inferium Essence comes from what? I think mobs will drop the Inferium Essence, right? That's cool. Seed Reprocessor for Mystical Agriculture. Not familiar with that thing. Does it turn the seeds back into the essence? That could be. That's cool. So Inferium Ore, which can be ored up. Okay. Because in order to get into this, clearly, we need to get some Inferium, which I think mobs drop. So that's probably your best bet, like, to get started with this. Mobs drop it. So we'll probably definitely want a dark room. So what should we do today? Today could be dark room time. Let's find out if we have vector plates. We do. Awesome. Cool. So since we have vector plates, we could do that for slime balls. What are some other options for slime balls? I'm pretty sure, like, isn't it milk and water? Because if I want vector plates, slime ball, coagulated blood works as well, which is totally fine. How would I get rice seeds? Because that would be a good question. If I could get rice seeds, I can sieve them from dirt. So if I sieve dirt, got rice seeds, then we could get slime balls, then we could get vector plates, because the only other thing needed for vector plates is sugar, which I assume I need sugar cane comes from... Oh, that's actually a tricky one. Huh. Where would I get sugar cane from? Dried up sugar canes from Tiny Progressions. Sugar cane is clearly where you get sugar from, but I'm not sure where to get sugar cane. You know what? It's sugar cane seeds, isn't it? Isn't that how it is in Ex Nihilo? Yeah, and that comes from dirt. Okay, so that's also a thing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sieve up a bunch of dirt. And these guys can come out of flint or string, but they won't come out of iron. Good to know. And what about rice seeds? Rice seeds will come out of flint only. So we basically want to use our flint sieves. So I do still have 3 of them. Let's get... That would be cool. Maybe I want like a little bit more of that. So we definitely need more flint sieves, but for now, what I'm gonna do is stick the 3 of these bad boys back here. Cool. And then we will turn this cobblestone into dirt, and then I will sieve it, and then we'll see what kind of luck we have, all right? So we will be back in just a minute. All right, so sieving a bunch of dirt in our flint stiffened mesh, which hopefully will lead to what I need. We already got to the point where I decided I needed a chest dedicated to our flint sieving stuff, so that's cool. Let's see what we got. All right, so Infuser, plenty of andesite, diorite, and granite pebbles, which I probably don't care about. And a bunch of stone pebbles, which I also probably don't care about. So let's just turn them straight into that and then trash the remainders. Not that I need cobblestone in a desperate way, but I need them. Sugarcane, we got plenty of. Rice seeds, we got plenty of. And all the other things. So we could totally make, now, we got what we need to make rice, which is cool. So let's like plant these, and let's also look at what watering cans we have available to us. So there's lots of options for watering cans. There's the Inferium stuff, which doesn't look too bad of a recipe. Fertilizer essence, yeah, not terrible. But we also have the watering cans from this dude, right? But he requires like to be refilled with water, where these guys don't require to be refilled with water. This thing is available to us right now, where these guys are not available to us just yet. So I feel like maybe start with this dude. There's also this watering can, which doesn't require. Shift right click to activate. Oh, okay. This one might be a good one to go with, right? Tiny progressions. Just a bucket of water and a little bit of bone meal, or any kind of white powdery substance. So that's cool. So let's do that. We can do this. We will get this watering can for now. These ones are better, but this one will do for now because it's the easiest to use. These watering cans are good. The only problem with them is that you have to constantly refill them. Like you have to fill them up with water and then use them, and then fill them up with water and use them. This one just constantly runs. So it's a little bit more powerful. Or overpowered, if you will. So like if this side of my base area we could look at as being like the resource production area. So like we could have the sieving in this room. Do we have that mod where I can shift right click things to pick them up? Nope. But I might want to like put you in this corner at some point. Because I might want to have a mining out area there. I really don't want to dig out. Do I have the things to make a bore just yet? I have enough to make a flux bore, a basic flux bore, silver tin, iron gear tool casing. Technically, I have the resources to make that. I also have power, but do I have the stuff to, and what can you do? Tunnel 1x2, area 3x3. So I need hardened to do a 3x3 tunnel, which needs Invar, which I could technically probably make if we spend a little time on thermal. And we technically have access to thermal. So how about I get a flux bore so I can dig a little bit easier? Does that sound like a plan? Because being able to dig out areas easier is probably priority numero uno for me. Now remember, I added this mod to the pack, right? Thermal innovation. That wouldn't normally be in the pack. So the normal approach, I presume, would be getting into a smeltery and making tinker's tools to dig. Or we could go actually additions, because that is also in the pack. But, you know, I'm really a fan of the thermal thingy. So let's get a little bit into thermal expansion. Now remember, none of these mods have quests, right? As far as I know. It's just like, here's, all the quests really are just like, here's basic ways to get started in the pack and do a few things. There's not a lot of quests like there's early game quests and then there's late game quests, but there doesn't seem to be a lot for mid game quests. So like how to process ores and all that other stuff. So thermal definitely is probably a good idea. So we have the generator, right? So what I'll probably do is start off in this room, but then once I have a bore, then we can get into like better stuff. So what do I got by metals? So we have a little bit of redstone, right? And we have some other ore pieces that we could totally turn into the appropriate stuff, right? We don't have any of you. Also, I want to show you this cool thing that I discovered about that nifty furnace that I got. If I may, check this out. We can do this. How cool is that? How cool is that? What's up? Right? And it has this thing over here. So like it can store its stuff in a pretty awesome way. Not bad, right? So I'll let all this stuff cook up, and in the meantime, we'll look at getting a thermal. So if I want to get that bore, right? If we want the flux bore, which at the very least I want the tier 2 one. A couple things I'm going to need. First off, I'm going to need a thing to charge it. And then we're going to actually need the thing itself. But the standard flux bore just needs like iron level stuff, and then we have to get this. So we probably need a pulverizer so that we can make some in-bar bend. So let's get, I like you for a furnace right now, so I don't feel the need to make the furnace from thermal. But at the very least, what I can do is get the pulverizer, because we'll want that. So we'll see if I have the resources for it, basically, is what it comes down to. But I should. I really think I should. Because we have a decent amount of copper, a little bit of gold, decent amount of tin. So we should be cool on, like, resources. What if you were my, like, good resources chest, right? All the good resources that I may or may not want to have can go in there for now. Especially coal as well, right? Cobblestone is not a resource. Cool. So that's gold. Look how great this thing cooks. It's like the best. We might need a little bit more iron. We have some, but I'm sure I will need more iron. That's, you know, no doubt. But if I could have a flux bore, that would make clearing out this area a lot better. Absolutely. I might need to sieve a little bit more before we can actually make this thing, but we'll see how far we get. What I do need is some sand. So let's do like this and get 2. You know what? I'm going to get 2 stacks of you. So that I can do, and because we're going to need glass as well, right? So let's do that. Aluminum, huh? Neat. Okay, so we're going to definitely need some tin. We're going to definitely need some iron, some copper, some gold, a little bit more copper. What else do we need? Flint. I think we've got some of that. If not, easy enough to make. Cool. All right, so for a pulverizer, we need one of you. Why do you keep jumping to that? Is there only one thermal foundation gear? Ah, okay. And that's overridden with the Tesla stone gear. Okay, cool. Or this. That I can do. It's not the end of the world. It's not a terrible recipe. Just usually you can make a stone, like a tin gear right away, but that's no biggie. It's better than having like the multiple types of gears available. All right, did you get enough glass for me? You did. Sweet. And then one of you. We're going to need a healthy bit more of that because we want probably quite a few gears coming up. 4 gears should probably be a good start to what's needed here. And then a piston needs a little bit more wood. Am I out of wood? I am. I think this is still faster than that watering can though, so... And hey, maybe I can get that drill thingy too, or like the axe thingy. So that should be a pulverizer for me now, right? Pulverizer good? Pulverizer good. Nice. So you start cooking up with some, how about like tiny coal? We'll see if we want you to be like proper coal, but for now, that gets power into the pulverizer. Sweet. All right, progress. Let's make the tier 1 drill for now. Does that sound good? So the bore looks like this. All right, sieved up the gravel that I had so that we have some iron ore. Let's go ahead and see if that's enough. So I need one of these. We definitely need that drill head for sure. An iron gear, which doesn't look too bad. Lots of iron, though, as we can see. And then the only other piece is this bit. So I just need a little bit more redstone, too. So it definitely looks like more sieving in our future. I will take care of that off camera and come right back. All right, progress being made. Probably going to still need a little bit more redstone, but we'll see. At the very least, we have that much. So that we can make this thing now. So I just need tin and silver. Tin and silver. Sweet. Hey, our first drill. Beautiful. Now, you need to be charged, I presume. Yes, you have 0 charge at the moment. And is it V that's the hotkey? Nice. All right. I like it. All right, sweet. So now we need to upgrade it to Invar so we can have a 3x3. And we also want to have a charging thing. So I always forget the name of this block. Energetic Infuser, yes. And for that, it doesn't look like the recipes are too terrible, but we might need some more of this, and we might need some more of this. So let's look at Energetic Infuser. So that ain't bad. Got those gears already. One of you. Might need a little bit more redstone. A little bit more redstone, and then another one of these, which shouldn't be too bad. Hey, boop. Thank you. Actually, no. There we go. So I just need like a touch more redstone, like 2 more redstone, and then we're cool. Is that what you're telling me there, machine? Machiney game thingy? Yep, Energetic Infuser after a little bit more redstone. And maybe some more tin, because I think, no, another silver. Silver. But we have enough silver? Yeah, we're cool. So literally 1 more piece of redstone, and then we're perfect. Which will be great to make that thing. So more, like, what are the chances? What are the absolutely possible chances of me getting those 2 pieces of redstone from, like, maybe a stack of sand or dust, right? Like that. Is that even, like, within the realm of possibility? And I know those aren't compressed, but I'm just, like, saving myself some effort. So that's like, that should be enough sand that I should get 2 redstone from that, right? I believe that to be absolutely statistically accurate. Cool, because sieving this much dust is not the end of the world. In fact, I already got my 2 redstone, so yay. That was awesome. So let's go put you with my silver ingot to get my energetic infuser, other one of these dudes, and then that is enough to make that, and that is cool. Beautiful. So I pop this dude on top, and you are now able to fill up, and our boar can go in there, and he will get power. Nice. Filling up. Beautiful. Now, if I want my board to be tier 2, what we need is hardened. We need a little bit of copper, and ultimately 6 Invar and an iron. Right? So what we need to do... Oh, also I have a question. Question. This is actually a super important question. Do you turn into 2 dust inside a Pulverizer? You do turn into 2 dust inside a Pulverizer. Well, I'll be. We just accidentally made ore doubling happen. Nice. Are you cool on copper? You're super not cool on copper. So let's make you cool on copper. So you're going to do that. You're going to get your power. You're going to be doing your stuff. We're going to want 4 and 2 should be 6. So that's perfect, actually. So 4 and 2 will be the 6 total that we need. And then just a little bit of copper, right? So I probably should have let that last 2 copper process, but good enough. That's a beautiful thing right there. Ore doubling already. My focus was making the was not making ore doubling. My focus was making the drill that can do a 3x3 mining area. But I'll take it, because, yeah. So you start cooking that, and while that's happening, this makes 6. And then we smelt that. And I'm about to put you away, because I really don't see a need for a drill anymore, or a whatchamacallit anymore. So that's cool, right? You're good. You're going to turn into that. That's that. one of these, and that should be a tier 2 one of these guys, because I can do that, and I can do that. Nice. Dudes, did you retain your charge? Oh, you didn't retain any of your charge when I upgraded you? Lemming, please. I'm gonna go message him right now. Flux spores don't retain their charge when you upgrade them. Very, very tisk Lemming. Not the end of the world. It's 40k RF. I'll live. In the grand scheme of things, I will live. Okay. Technically, we could probably make this dude, which can mine also in a 3x3. So he doesn't really... I don't know what's better about him besides the fact that he stores more energy. And then this guy can do 3x3x3. And then this guy can do 5x5, which is super cool. But we're going to obviously need ender pearls to get that thing. So you keep doing your thing. You keep charging up your guy. That is awesome. Let's try him out real quick. So if I put you in 3x3 mode... Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I do too many? I totally did. Luckily, I have exactly that many. And that used up, I mean, a decent amount of power. Yeah, definitely uses some charge to do that, but no big deal. We're going to be all right on power. I don't want to say like too soon, but like we're going to be all right on power. Nice. All right. So I'll let you stay, right? And then that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I want 2 more in that direction. You totally need to like store more power pretty quickly. But once that pulverizer is done, then all my power can be dedicated towards... Do you see why I wanted this? Do you see why I wanted this? Because that's awesome. That's awesome to have. Wouldn't mind having like a battery thing or something, but for now, total win. Plus it's just so fast at mining individual blocks. So there's that, which is awesome. Boom, 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 boom. Perfect. And do you have a guy over here? You do now. Nice. Okay, I like it. I like it. And then you are F7. Isn't this a 9x9? How do you not have the proper lighting for a 9x9? Oh, it's a 9x9 internal. That's right. I expanded my initial room beyond a 9x9. The reasons I do 9x9s. Proper lighting, not proper lighting. Okay? Just in case there were any concerns. Hey, Dyer, why do you always do 9x9s? Because that reason right there. Technically, this is the way to get this to look right. Yeah. But that's the real reason. Right, so you've got some lava stored, which can totally be a power option for us later, by the way. The furnace generators are nice. Oh, by the way. No, they require power, don't they? But I have speed upgrades. Just saying. Just saying. I have ultimate speed upgrades. So if I really wanted to like ramp up the power production, it's a thing. It's a thing that exists. Just putting it out there. Nice. All right, we'll let this thing charge up. And I think that's probably a good wrapping up point for the episode. So we'll come back next episode. Plants, so that we can get vector plates, so that we can create a mob farm somewhere. Where that somewhere is, I'm not entirely sure. But it'll be somewhere, that's for sure. All right, Devil20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. I'm liking this pack so far. This is a fun kind of pack. This is a little bit different than any of the packs I've played in a while. And it's not super like difficult, you know. And after you play like enough challenge packs, you kind of get to the point where like I'm in the mood for a not so challenging pack, and I feel like because of that I'm having a nice time so far. So yeah, definitely enjoying the pack. So woot. All right, take it easy, guys.